It's not complicated. You know, they've been talking about it forever. We don't need 1,000 pages to be able to do it. DC is the only place in America, by the way, that measures success by how much money they spend. They'll tell you, oh, look, we're going to secure the border. We spend billions of dollars. Don't measure by how much money you spend. Ask the border governors, the border state governors. They know. They live with the consequences every day after we've done that. Our immigration system is exactly backwards. We got a low wall and a narrow gate. We need the opposite. We need a high wall. We need to secure the border so people can't come illegally. But we need a broader gate. So if people want to come legally, if they want to work, if they want to get an education, that's not only good for them, it's good for our country. You know, one of the dumbest things we do, you mentioned our university programs, we educate students and we kick them out of our country to go compete with us. Why would we do that? And so I think one of the things, first thing we've got to do is secure the border, but then secondly, after we've got the high wall, let's broaden that gate. People who want to work hard, who want to follow the rules, who want to get an education, that's good for us. I'll also say this. I gave a speech in London a few weeks ago. And in a different context, I talked about the need for assimilation and integration. And you may have seen there was a lot of backlash to that speech. I was talking about the threat of radical Islamic terrorism and what they weren't doing in Europe, what we've got to do, that we've got to continue doing and do a better job of doing here in America. And I will continue to say that. There's nothing wrong with saying that people that want to come to America should want to be Americans. Nothing wrong with saying English is our language, that we're going to teach American exceptionalism in our American history and our civics classes. Nothing wrong with saying if you're going to come here, you can't use those freedoms to undermine freedoms for others. Nothing wrong with saying we're moving away. Let's end this nonsense about hyphenated Americans. We're not African Americans or Asian Americans or Indian Americans. We're all Americans. Now, some of us are blessed enough to be Southerners, but that's a whole other topic. That's not But I will say this. When you say things like that, the left will jump on you. The left will call you racist, and it's not racist to say that folks that want to come here should want to come to be Americans. We used to be called the great melting pot. And I think that's a great strength of America. Whether you've been here 5 minutes or 100 years, we're Americans. And a lot of folks have come here and served in our military, created businesses. That's a wonderful thing. But if we're not careful, we can see the same kinds of challenges they see in Europe. I think, in addition to making sure people do it legally, there's nothing wrong with calling for assimilation of people.